right? Intimacy equals shared identity in the context of otherness, plus we recognize each other, mutuality of recognition. This is the intimacy formula. This is the core formula we've articulated in the interior sciences. It's the equivalent of E equals MC squared in the exterior sciences. This is the science of interior physics. This is the true notion of genuine social physics, right? The physics of what it means to be a human being, but it's not physics, right? It's actually, right, it's the interior magic of reality. So here's the code, right? And we wrote this code this morning. We need a common story. And here this morning, let's write together one chapter of this common story. It starts with, and with this we began last week with Barbara, desire drives evolution, right? The interior of reality is not just consciousness, it's consciousness and desire. God is desire, reality is desire, and my deepest heart's desire, when I clarify my deepest heart's desire is the unique desire of reality incarnate in me. I am evolution's leading edge. Evolution is the desire for a new future. Evolution is the desire for the creative advance of novelty, new structures of interiority, new structures of goodness, truth, and beauty, new movements from simplicity to complexity. Evolution does nothing if not desire. And I am the leading edge of evolution's desire. My deepest heart's desire is God's desire. Now, what is that desire? So desire is always a desire for intimacy. For intimacy. And what does it mean, friends, to be intimate? Intimacy means you feel me and I feel you, right? I can be up at 1 a.m. I can be just tears rolling down my cheeks. I could be asking myself one question: do you feel me? Do you feel me? Right? Do you love me? Do you care about me? Do you burn? Do you burn? As I burn for you, do you burn for me? Meaning, does all of you want, right, my deepest freedom, my deepest fulfillment? Are you pouring blessing into me because you feel me? That's what it means to be intimate. You feel me and I feel you. You feel me feeling you. I feel you feeling me. You feel me feeling you feeling me. Right? I feel you feeling me feeling you. That's what it means to be intimate. That's what it means to be liberated from loneliness. Now what is, let's take this feeling. The universe feels, and the universe feels intimacy. Let's take this one step further, okay? What does intimacy mean? Intimacy equals shared identity. We actually share identity in the context of otherness, right? We're distinct, we're unique, but we share identity. We're part of the same musical score. We're unique notes in the symphony. Right? Intimacy equals shared identity in the context of otherness, plus we recognize each other, mutuality of recognition. This is the intimacy formula. This is the core formula we've articulated in the interior sciences. It's the equivalent of E equals MC squared in the exterior sciences. This is the science of interior physics. This is the true notion of genuine social physics, right? The physics of what it means to be a human being, but it's not physics. Right? It's actually, right, it's the interior magic of reality, right? Intimacy equals shared identity in the context of relative otherness, plus mutuality of recognition, plus mutuality of pathos, we feel each other, plus mutuality of value. Our common story is we share value. We just put that phrase into this equation, plus mutuality of value, plus mutuality of purpose. Now we can address the global intimacy disorder. Now we can address the global challenge, because now we have coherence, we have a shared story. To be intimate with reality means that I share identity with reality, that I know that every muon and every quark and every hadron and every atom and every molecule and all of evolution literally lives in me. And I share identity with reality. I am evolution in person. And therefore, I know that reality needs me. I'm not extra. I'm uniquely needed. Reality needs my service. So to be intimate with reality means to live in social synergy. Social synergy means intimacy, right? To desperately care and desperately partner with each other with radical joy, with evolutionary wholemates, and the mad love of unique self symphony. That's the image. So Barbara Marx Hubbard, beloved, right? If you can speak into that That vision of social synergy, that vision of reality needs my service. And take us home.
Reality needs your service. Now, what in the world does that mean? First of all, what's reality? And secondly, what's your service? And why should it be needed? So all of those things are a great mystery at which I would like to explore with you. So what is reality? We are saying that reality is the self-organizing universe. It's not an external God. It's not being manipulated, but there is, you might say, an innate quality in evolution itself. It is the thing itself. It isn't something about the thing or something external to the thing. It's the thing itself. Reality is this incredible self-organizing universe that needs your service. Oh my God, well, what could my service be to the self-organizing universe of the entire billions and billions of galaxies? So zeroing in on myself within the awesome extent of the self-organizing universe, here is what I believe everyone's true contribution to reality is. It is your deepest heart's desire. In order for you to know what your contribution is, it's not some external act. It's not even something nice that you might do for someone or for yourself. It's your deepest heart's desire. And I want to look at that for a moment to see, is it true? And let's everyone look for a moment internally. It's not easy to come up with your deepest heart's desire, because one of the things we've discovered about Homo, amor universalis, is that all of our vocations have no lid on the top. Our deepest heart's desire is not, let's make a slightly better book, or let's do a slightly better thing over here or there or elsewhere, even though that's important. But let's say I asked myself, Barbara, what is your deepest heart's desire? I had to let it go the whole way to be my deepest heart's desire. And I found it's the impulse of evolution within me desiring. You know what's desiring inside of you and me? It's the self-organizing universe. And the way the self-organizing universe inside of you expresses itself is at your deepest heart's desire. And Mark has been saying, don't hold back, not only with your prayers, but with your deepest heart's desire for your service to reality. You will find that you're tapping into the essence of the self-organizing universe inside you. Now that's awesome, because it's unique in everyone and needed by everyone, through everyone, for the universe. And when you say yes to it, if you can find it, and like for me, it's the planetary awakening in love through unique self-symphony to turn on the noosphere so that we jump through the system of breakdown to breakthrough. That's my deepest heart's desire. And everything I do, one way or another, is coded by that self-organizing universe. And imagine by saying yes to it, you're saying yes to the God within you. You're saying yes because God is showing up as your deepest heart's desire that you have to say yes to. Now, here's the other thing I find about saying yes to my deepest heart's desire. Coded in it is my evolutionary genius. Coded in your deepest heart's desire is your most awesome creative potential. It's what you know that you might not even be aware that you know unless you say yes to your deepest heart's desire, because it's a secret. It's too big to be noticed otherwise. You would feel even sort of, I don't know, overly bold or not wise to say my deepest heart's desire is to contribute to the planetary awakening of humanity. So let's everyone think for a moment, if you want to write it up there, my deepest heart's desire is knowing that it in there is coded your genius, your unique evolutionary potential that knows how to do it. Here's another one of God's secrets. When you're giving, when reality needs your service, it means God needs you to say yes to your deepest heart's desire so God can be an expression of your most evolutionary, great potential self, so that the universe can evolve through and as each of us. Oh, is that a good plan? If I were God, that's the way I would have thought it up. Well, so that seems to be what's so. So let's go one more step now. And I'm discovering this in the cosmo-erotic universal understanding of the wheel of co-creation. Because you are in the wheel of co-creation now, if you can imagine the spiral and the wheel, and your deepest heart's desire is going somewhere like in health or education or economics, but it's not going there alone, because in the wheel of co-creation, from that core of the spiral is coming everyone's expression of their deepest heart's desire, where it fits best in the whole system of the shift. Now, this is, as I've mentioned before, Jonas Salk says it's not survival of the fittest, but survival of what fits best. For reality to show up, it seems to have coded itself with the need for synergistic convergence to make the jumps. It's never made just through great individuals alone. It's made through synergistic convergence. Now, just imagine for a moment that you are in the wheel of co-creation, giving your gift, and reality needs your service, and it's whatever it is that's unique for you, but you're not alone in giving your gift. So is everybody else. And we will discover that we have the capacity to do the whole shift, that reality needs not only your personal capacity, it needs your capacity as part of the system of which you're fitting in best. And what we haven't yet done in society that is most needed for everyone's reality to serve is to create social synergy among our genius. And that social synergy created to serve reality, where what happens then to you is you find that your genius is truly a direct expression of the love code of evolution. Where else would it come from? Wow. And to just allow ourselves for a moment to realize that each of our deepest heart's desire is coded with our genius, and that our genius is an expression of the evolutionary impulse of creation, or love, the love story of the universal love story. It's the core. And we are, as the purpose of a truly evolutionary church of evolutionary love, would be an instigator of the whole system shift. Is that true? Am I being ridiculous? Or are we having a true thought here? Let's make this church into the first place where the deepest hearts of desire and unique genius of humanity shows up as a synergistic reality for any group. Oh my God. So it's not to say we're the only place in the world where this will show up. We have to be one place in the world where it shows up. Because all you ever need in society is to do it once somewhere well. And it's usually in a muddy pool of evolution that nobody has ever noticed. It's not on the top of the Empire State Building at first. There's going to be coming a deep, deep thanks to you from our hearts too. Thank you.